Happy New Year 2026. Look what I found the 2nd of January that came out. The 1st. So let's get into it. 2026, Speed Champion, Back to the Future, DeLorean. It was out. They announced it a long time ago. And I was like, I want that for Christmas. And I was like, oh, it's not going to be out for Christmas. And then I forgot about it. And then I was out. I decided to get out yesterday. Look for a different project. I wanted that Dom Toretto 1970 Charger from Fast and Furious. Can't find it, but then they had this, and I found it the next town over, half hour away, and I was like, I should grab it and just go home. I decided to go on to Vincent. Then I found it there. I looked at clearance and this and that. I'm like, I'll just get out of here. I went to KFC and they didn't have tail wedges, so that made me mad. So I was like, I should just turned and burned and went back home. But so I got this. So let's build it and do a little review. Okay, it's built. We built it. I built it last night. The old lady was working on some stuff for work, and I was working on this to kill time while she was doing that to kill time, waiting on me. So we went to Dairy Queen, but I got the DMC, I got Marty, and I got a Doc, which is awesome. I think the minifigs is worth the money. Doc, he has his 1985 face. Then he has a 1955 face with his damage on his head, which it could probably work for the 55 face if it was all white, maybe. But and then you got Doc and his wrench that comes with, I think, all the car. Speed Champion. I think Dom Toretto comes with one. That Challenger I just did, it comes with one. That Hellcat. I gave it to my sister. She'd seen the video on TikTok and liked it, and I was like, oh no. But she never put two and two together. And then we have Marty and his life preserver. He has an alternate face too. I do like this. He has a Then his hair, he has a little wisp in his hair. So trying to line up his ears and his sideburns. I don't think they're quite lined up. Man, I think his ears are a little bit further back. But he's got his Calvin Klein's, and I don't know the names of all that stuff he's wearing. He got a denim jacket, and his undershirt, and his vest. It's pretty cool. You can take it off, just take his hair off. But that was step one, was putting Doc and Marty together. Then you get into 5 bags, and like I think three of the 5 bags have smaller bags. I think it's for the little tiny parts. It is pretty cool. If I can get this canopy lined back up. Yeah, it's a canopy. You'd think the doors would open. But we have one. That's a sticker. That's a sticker. Sticker. Tiny sticker. And then there's a on the dash, the passenger side, that plutonium level gauge, that's a sticker. But the flux capacitor and the time circuit cluster, November 5th, 1955, October 26th, 1985, that's not a sticker. And that's not a sticker. And the headlights ain't, but you gotta watch it because there's like a finished side and like a reverse side. So that was kind of a pain. You push them. They're like tiny windows. And I'm back. I had to stop. It was somebody at the door. Got through Christmas Eve. Got through Christmas Day. Had 3 Christmases. Man, that's a bunch. And then the day after, we took everything down. It was like 65 maybe. And it was a little overcast, but got everything down outside and tree put up, all that cleaned out. So I'm glad I got all that done. But back to the DMC. I said it's not a standard canopy, but it has an extra on the bottom. It looks good some ways, but some ways it looks funny about like the seats. They'll lean forward so you can see down in there. Some of the details, it's like covered up. Like there's a grill on this side, and then that side, the green and red light, and different odds and ends. Being nice, you can tilt the seats back. Steering wheel, got a shifter, time circuit, turn on and off. Where the plutonium goes in, it's like a shield piece. You can tell with that, but the paint work is like really cool. I don't know if it's gonna come in, but it's like a lot of them, like underneath the rear and the canopy. There's always these funny pieces they want you to put in there to build it up. With this one, it has 2 big red blocks. Then there's a red block here. So there's 2 this way, and they're slotted with the T for the axles. And there's a lot of bits, like here back behind. They're on pivots. You don't really get to utilize until closer, like these struts are on the pivots, a pin that goes at that angle. And then this is just kind of the antenna at the end where it catches the lightning. It's just kind of shoved in there. And then the 1985 license plate at a time, which is cool. DMC sticker, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stickers. Then you want to pay close attention that this bold, that piece is already printed. So you want to make sure it's right way around. And that one is lined up. I just kind of center it, like from top to bottom. Then to make sure it matches the door. That's all one sticker. This here is a sticker. The wheels they're like hubcaps. They're printed. The fit, it's funny. I thought I did it wrong. I had an argument with that Challenger Charger Hellcat, about the firewall. But there's like space. It's not like filled in completely. It's kind of funny. I said some ways the back end is spot on. The front's pretty close, but just, I don't know. It's too narrow, the canopy. There's 2 ways to build it, which is cool. So obviously you need to get 2. There's a 1985 version. The wheels are solid. Got the plutonium and the hook. Well, 85 license plate. But then you get a 2015 license plate. I went ahead and just built them just because. And Mr. Fusion, which is already printed on this piece, and Mr. Fusion. And then the axles for the conversion, the hover conversion, is, I can probably show you. Just pop a wheel out. Maybe. That's lost forever. And back again. It's like a double-sided wheel. I think most of them are, but you have to have the wheel a certain way because the hubcap won't fit on that side because it's domed out. But you'd have the wheel. There must be other pieces. Oh, give me half a second. No? I don't know. There must be more parts than I thought involved. But that would go in there, and then that would fit. Clip in underneath. For the hover, I must go all the way up in there. It'd be like that. So that's pretty cool. I wish they could have done it like the Playmobil, where you just clip them. Because I mean, Lego has all kinds of tech pieces, like these vents here. They're on a piece. So you got, I kind of split the difference whenever I line it up between the gap here and there. That's like a piece. Then that's a flat piece. They're all flat pieces, but those top and that one are curved. All these are flat pieces to kind of give that illusion. I wish it lit up. You can't ask for everything. It was pretty cool. I really like how they front come out too. There's 2 big cell panels and 2 smaller sand cell panels that give it that ground effect in the front. I thought it was kind of cool when they're clipping it together. These hoses, it's one long hose. There's little Legos with a little peg. You clip the peg, you gotta go down and catch these black pieces on the end. I mean, it is like really tight. Clip it there, then go around, and you have to hook it on the fender or it won't ride. So it's really best to run it from here down and clip it here, and then it's rubber, so force it. I don't think you could pull it tight enough once you hook it up here to get that peg, or vice versa, but just clip it and then shove it over in the spot. Kind of cool. There's that blue bar in there. I think these bits are just kind of in to just fill that space. I don't really remember it having like a cage or any of the factory body. Because in the factory, it's a hatchback, and this was aluminum and glass, and that hatch, it opened. Then there's another panel you open to get into the engine. But the exhaust is cool. I like this little piece up here, this little Star Wars piece. Pretty cool. I don't know if I'll put Marty. I think I'll put Marty and Doc in it. I had to see if there's a Jennifer DMC sticker in the front. The headlights are double-sided. If you took the bumper off, there's 2 more headlights. It's another window when you push it into like a window frame. So make sure you got the right face facing out, because the front and the back the back side doesn't have as much detail from the printing. So it's kind of pain figuring out which way it goes, and then having to try pushing out whenever you decide it's wrong. Yeah, now it looks like the Lampoon's your National Vacation front end with the 4 headlights if you take the bumper off. Put that back on. There we go. Pretty cool. I didn't really think I was ever going to find it. I thought it was a Amazon or Toys R Us, not Toys R Us, but Target. I had him in there before. Push him down in there. I'll leave it out for a few days. Like I said, I need to get another one to make the 85 and the 2015 versions. I think I'll just get another one. Like I seen them the second. They came out. They came out the first. I seen them the second. So they had a bunch of them. So I don't know if they had any at my local Walmart or not, but I'm definitely gonna get another one to pick up to make the 2015. So that's 10 years, 11 years now. Was the anniversary, 30th anniversary. So now we're at the 40th. Crazy. Thanks for watching. This will be the first. I worked on my pile of shame back behind the camera. Got rid of some stuff, but I mean, it's just leftovers from Christmas and New Year's. And there's a mountain of candy right here. There's a big bag of candy right here. I have this pile of there's a pile of shame I've been working on all summer. I need to do a video on. And then right here and here are what I got for Christmas. So I try to do some. I just couldn't get around to it this last week being off. Like I picked this up yesterday and finished it, waiting on the old lady while the old lady was waiting on me, and went ahead and put it together, did the whole thing. I ran through the last bag. I was ready to stand up. It took me a couple hours, but my backside was hurting. I was ready to get up. So I just kind of blew through the last bag. But I'm going to see what other parts it takes for the wheels. The conversion, the license plate, it is like down in there. So it's not just, you can't just flick it out. You'd have to like take it off. Take like parts off to dig that out of there. I didn't even think it was going to fit, because that's like the last step, is pushing the plate inside, and it is tight. I didn't even know if it was going to fit. So DeLorean Speed Champion Lego, it's cool. I like it a lot. And I'm going to give me another one to make the 2015. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I ain't gave up. I didn't forget. Just been taking some time trying to get some things together, and it's been so long now I can't like do it. Get myself to do it. Like, think about it. Later. Merry Christmas.